you. Hey, beautiful people, this is your girl and your host, Kayla Rose. Welcome to another episode of Soul Seed, the show which is dedicated to taking you to new levels of you. So happy Monday, guys. It's Monday again, can you believe it? So I told you guys that we've started doing these live streams through StreamYard. So please forgive the fact that we need to try and get all the technical side of things sorted. Hopefully you guys can bear with us. But as I said yesterday, leveling up the videos for 2021. So as I said to you guys, I am going to be bringing you the show about the spiritual significance of 2021. So hopefully you guys are excited about that. And we spoke about Agenda 21 yesterday. What is Agenda 21? So if you guys didn't manage to catch yesterday's show, please go and check out that video in our Relax Radio history. So yes, today, some lighting issues. Hopefully you guys can see. I've been having lighting issues for a couple weeks, but it kind of depends on the location which I do the lives from. So hopefully it isn't that bad and you guys can actually see me. So, as I said, today we're speaking about 2021 and what we can expect, possible predictions. I don't know, I'm sure you guys have some of your own predictions that you may be thinking that we could see for this year. But I'm going to share some of the things other people are saying and some of my personal thoughts as well. So, you guys may have heard me say about 2020 last year that it was a year of 2020 vision and things that were hidden coming into the light, and that could be within society, worldwide, and also in our personal lives as well. So it could be to do with events about significant people within our political system, within the world of celebrity, and within ourselves. It could be different things such as suppressed or repressed emotions that we've been hiding, even suppressed or repressed memories, possibly, if you've been through something significant or traumatic, or it could be new desires coming up for you. So anything that was once hidden would be coming into the light, and that was the whole theme and the energy behind 2020 transformation, change, and things such as that. And I think even coronavirus plays into that, into how significant the world has changed during the year of 2020. So I can see I've had Jump On. Is it Mikado? Hopefully I've said that right. And they say sup. So it's up to you as well. So thank you for being here anyway, one of the Relapse Radio listeners. So I had Fahim said, "You always look gorgeous." Oh, that is so sweet. I try my best, but I appreciate you for noticing. Thank you so much. So we're talking about what did 2020 mean, and now what is 2021 going to mean? So that's what we're getting into today. So another significance of 2020 was the Great Awakening, a big date in the spiritual calendar. And we're speaking about the year in general, but also particularly from, I believe it's the 21st of December 2020. There were many significant dates of last year. Also the 21st of September 2020 as well. That was a big date. So we've now transitioned into the age of Aquarius. We were previously in the age of Pisces, and there's some debate between different scholars and different people from different schools of thoughts about, was 2020 really 2020? And within the Ethiopian culture, within Ethiopia, they actually had the year 2012. So that kind of coincided with the spiritual significance of last year as well. And as I said, what other things took place that were very significant? The Great Conjunction, right? That was the alignment of Saturn and Jupiter within the zodiac sign of Aquarius, and particularly it was particularly significant because it was at 0 degrees. And I believe that the Great Conjunction usually takes place every 20 years, but this time round, when it usually takes place, it's within an earth sign, but this time it was within a water sign, or it was within Aquarius specifically. So that's why it was significant, which happens every 200 years. So it had even more significance this time round. So, as I said, the Great Awakening, also the ending of the Mayan calendar. Some of you guys may be aware of that. So, there were so many reasons, as I said, why 2020 was a big deal on the spiritual calendar. And what are some of the things that we can expect for the year 2021? So, you guys may have joined me on my previous series, which I did, which was a power series in the earlier part of last year, and one of the topics I spoke about was the power of numbers, so numeracy, which actually used to be a science which people used to study in more ancient, you can say, societies. It was actually seen as a science. So some of the numerology of 2021. So right in the actual numbers, we're going back to the double twos, and two is a number which is usually representative of duality, of light and dark, good and bad, two sides of the coin. And yet again, so we may be seeing situations in society and in ourselves dealing with maybe the physical world and things that are going to test us, challenge us, and help us possibly to grow in a physical sense, but also things that are going to challenge us on an emotional and mental level as well. Possibly being stuck between two decisions, two life paths. As I said, that's something that may come up for you on an individual or personal level. And also two world paths. Society having the option to take two paths when it comes to the direction of society and direction of the world. Is this live right now, please? It sure is live right now. I think I'm live. So thank you for joining me, Mr. Cash App. Oh yeah, Mr. Cash App. So we got Mr. Cash App on another one of the Relax Radio videos. I like the way the comments are popping up now. So yesterday I did the live horizontally, but I was told that if I do it so today I'm doing it live horizontally. Yesterday I did it vertically. So hopefully the landscape view is showing through a little bit better for you guys. And obviously you can see we've got our cute little Relax Radio icon in the corner as well. So as I said, we're going to have the battle between two sides or two options, two choices on an individual and also a societal level, because we've got those two in there as well. If you was to add them together, four is definitely a number of the earth, and it's supposed, there's the saying, the four corners of the earth. So that is to do with definitely to do with the physical world and what we can expect on that level of existence. Mr. Cash App, he says, OMG, I can't believe I found this page, numerology 7. Okay, Mr. Cash App, please tell me, how did you find the page? And I'm guessing you're writing 7 because that's a significant number to you. 7 is also a significant number to me. In fact, that is my favorite number. So yeah, share your views on what 7 means to you and what your opinion on 7 is. So also 2021, we're looking at 0. So 0 could represent 0 point energy, which is the place of all possibilities. So possibilities that are available to you as an individual or on a personal level, and the possibilities that are available to humanity and society as well. I can see I've got Tanzilla on. Always happy to see Tanzilla, and she says, "Hi Kayla, how are you?" So nice to see you again after a long time. Always nice to see you, Tanzilla. I'm doing really well, and I hope you are doing well too. So 0, we're talking about as I said, possibilities and new beginnings and things of that nature. So that energy is around the year of 2021 as well. Many possibilities available to us. And then we have the one, which is yet another number which represents the beginning as well. It can be taken to represent the beginning. And it could also mean expressing individuality and expressing uniqueness within within the collective, within society, stepping into your own purpose and stepping into your own power and bringing that uniqueness, that unique contribution to the world stage. Or it could even be bringing uniqueness within your circle of friends or within your family unit, within your household, or it could be anywhere, but basically really stepping in to your individuality and stepping in to yourself. And it can also represent collective one. So we're all individuals, but as a society, we're able to stand as one as well. And for those of you who possibly have a spiritual philosophy or spiritual belief system, that there is only the one which manifests as the many. So, as I said, it can be representative of that as well. That everything is one. So it could be the coming together of society, irrespective of people's differences and ways of life or views on life, coming together irrespective of that and respecting each other regardless. So those are some of the things that we can possibly see the energies being around 2021 when we look at the numbers. Mr. Cash Out says, well, born on the 7th, snap, I was also born on the 7th. I find it a very mysterious number, powers from the unseen. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I totally agree with you as well. So, of course, 7 has a lot of meaning to it. And 7 also representative of being a very spiritual number as well. 7 is within so many different things, 7 days of the week. God created the earth, they say, within 7 days, or all of creation within 7 days. So 7 is a very powerful number. But my favorite number is 0, because to me it's the opposite of infinity, therefore the same. Oh, I love that as well. Some of the comments you're coming out with are so interesting. I'd love to get you in the studio sometime to possibly talk about the power of numbers and numerology. So please leave information in the comments and some feedback, and if you'd ever be interested in doing that. Okay, so I've written down some predictions. I would describe also 2020 as a year of pregnancy for for the planet. So, as I said, the beginning stages, something new it was being born, some kind of new earth, a new world. And so right now we're in 2021, we're in the baby stage, the very infancy stage of this new life that many of us are experiencing. Many of us are experiencing something that we've never experienced before in our lifetimes because of this virus situation which is going on the planet at the moment. So moving on to possible things that we may see in 2021. So definitely we're going to be seeing more coronavirus, unfortunately, right? How long it lasts into the year, who knows? But potentially I'm saying at least another 6 months. And we may also see along with that a lot of vaccinations, possibly mandatory vaccinations. And I've been asking you guys, how do you feel about that situation? Are you one of the people who are very concerned that vaccinations may be made mandatory, or are you someone who's actually in agreement that they should be made mandatory and feeling quite fearful and scared at the moment with this virus situation and just wanting some kind of solution? Mr. Cash App. That's why I'm happy I found you. Every number has significance. That's the best thing. I think that is definitely so true. I think every number does have significance. As I said, it used to be a traditional science which was studied by scholars, but it's not something that we really study like that within today's society. Let me stop talking. I just want to listen now, please. Sure, feel free to talk or to not talk as much as you want. So, as I said, we may see vaccinations as a result of this, and with this pandemic situation that we're facing on the planet. I think that there is definitely the possibility of lots more protests worldwide, that there may even be certain pockets of civil war in certain countries, depending on how severe this situation gets. Because I already mentioned yesterday that some people are of the opinion that this pandemic is being used as a disguise to take away certain human rights and civil liberties. So I feel as though there are many people worldwide who will push back against any kind of policies, restrictions, or regulations that may cross the border of what is actually necessary and appropriate in this pandemic situation. So that's something that we may see, possibly some kind of a revolution. There, as I said, this is something that went on from last year as well. As I said, more things coming to light, more things being exposed. So as I said, with possible people who are significant within the political field or within the business world, in the economic field, people within the celebrity industry or the entertainment industry, possible more things coming out about them as well. And there were a lot of significant celebrity deaths last year, very impactful celebrity deaths, which we spoke about at the beginning of this year, about some of the things that had happened in 2020, the sad passing of Kobe Bryant, and also I believe certain artists like King Von as well, Pop Smoke. So there were many artists that passed away, and unfortunately, there may be some more significant celebrity deaths this year as well. Something that has been forgotten about, but I kind of revived in one of the studio lives was Brexit, right? So, as from the 31st of December 2020, we have left the European Union. And so from the 1st of January 2021, there is a different agreement between the UK and the rest of Europe, and that has now come into play. So I feel as though people from those countries who were previously within the European Union may be facing a lot of transition in regards to Brexit, and we're really going to see what the effects of leaving the European Union has been on the UK as a whole, and how it's going to affect the economy and things like that. So there's been certain predictions that it may dip, but then it's going to bounce right back, and I'm sure that it will. So that's something to keep our eyes open for in 2021. Possible food shortages with this pandemic situation. It seems that that is something that could possibly happen if there's massive restrictions on movement and companies and couriers being able to move goods from one country to another. It could affect the food chain supply. So guys, start doing your prep as soon as possible, and just making sure that you're looking into any possible things that can happen in the future with this pandemic situation, and take steps and think ahead for you and your family if you can. So I can see that we've just had our Relax Radio advertisement pop up on the screens, right? Yeah, definitely like our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our Facebook, and also follow us on Twitter, and recommend our Relax Radio app to your friends and your family. Mr. Cap, you are very insightful. Thank you. I try my best. Thank you for being here, and thank you for listening. I appreciate it a lot. So other things that may happen. So we're going to have a lot of controversy around politics, there's supposed to be the inauguration of Joe Biden on the 20th of January 2021 with the US elections. But I'm sure you guys are aware that Mr. Trump has been challenging whether this is genuine and authentic and alleged that there has been election fraud. So we will definitely see the outcome of that later on in the month. So we'll keep our eyes open for that and possibly other highly controversial political circumstances taking place on the world stage. Other things, travel restrictions, which ties into Corona, those travel restrictions in regards to having tests done, having vaccinations done, whether we'll be actually be able to go on holiday ever again, and how that's just play out in society. Most people like to take some time and get away just to have a little break, but the spontaneous holidays may be over now. So Tyronsky, oh, she's beautiful. I love your accent, miss. Thank you so much. I appreciate that comment. And I always find it a little strange when people say I have an accent. I'm from London, so I have a London accent, but I guess everyone feels as though their accent is normal. Hi. Other things this year, so possibly a move away, a mental move away from materialism into things that are intangible, concentrating on things such as self-love, self-care. We should always be doing that for ourselves anyway. You guys should know that I'm a big advocate of self-care and self-love as much as possible. But on a more societal level, moving our focus away from materialism and realizing what's important in our lives, which is, of course, taking care of ourselves, our health, and our loved ones as much as possible, and being happy. So hopefully there's more of a move into the heart space because we're coming out of that ego mindset, which was a big part of the age of Pisces, and now moving into the heart center, which is about the age of Aquarius. So that's a possibility as well. Other things, as I said, just that more feminine wave, that more feminine energy, that balancing of the masculine, feminine energy. The age of Pisces was dominated by that masculine energy, and now supposedly we're going to move into an age where there's more balance between two. I always speak about this. So duality is something that exists on the outside of us, but it's also something that exists within us. We all have light and dark within us, and not necessarily one side is better than the other, but in order to be whole, they have to be balanced, which is representative of the yin and the yang sign, right? Of balancing those energies and embracing both of our sides. So balancing that masculine and feminine energy within us, and also balancing it in the external world as well. So those include some of my predictions and my thoughts on what we possibly see in 2021. As I said, hopefully more love for ourselves and others. And also, I should have started the live with this, but I'm going to do it at the end because you guys are still going to get it, which is my quote of the week. And the quote I decided to choose was, "The path is the destination." And I just feel as though, with me personally and just people in general, sometimes we can be so focused on getting to our goals, and our goals are very important. However, sometimes that means miss the enjoyment of the journey. So it's like when you're driving somewhere, sometimes when you're going by, you see those beautiful open fields with animals and beautiful flowers, and basically just taking the time out to appreciate those moments in our lives whilst we're on the journey to try and get to where we want to be. So to see the path as our destination, as well as where we're actually going. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the live. I've enjoyed being on. I'm enjoying using StreamYard. Please go and check out other Relax Radio presenters as well. I'm sure that they have things that you guys be interested in, and they do some pretty great shows as well. And I've always said, please recommend our app to your family and friends. No, oh, what does that mean, that you don't want me to go? It means Cash App. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back on Sunday, and I'm going to be back on Monday as well. And hopefully at some point I'll be getting back into the studio as well. So as I said, please leave your comments, and as I said, maybe one day one of you guys could come and join me. That would be great. I'll have a show called Being Joined by a Relax Radio Listener. I think people will be interested in that. All good things must come to an end, I guess. Oh, completely. That is so true. All good things, all things must come to an end. Snapchat or email, please. Oh, me personally, I don't snap. I don't know if Relax Radio snaps, to be honest. I don't think Relax Radio snaps. And you can communicate with us via Facebook. That's a really good way to communicate with us via Facebook. You can leave comments on our Facebook page, you can put likes there, which we really appreciate. But you can also leave comments on the video as well, which I will have a look at and interact with you through the comments as well. So you can do that if you'd like to be interactive with us, which we really appreciate. So thank you guys. So this has been your girl and your host, Kayla Rose. Thank you for joining me. And this has been Soul Seed, the show which is dedicated to taking you to levels of you. I want to wish you guys a happy rest of your Monday night, and also a happy rest of your week. Stay safe. And as usual, much love and stay blessed. Bye.